Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, and that I've been waiting for, mostly for my whole life because I'll actually be there, but now is time for my E3 predictions, my 10 E3 predictions for 2017. So these can be from any company, any developer, any publisher, and they're kind of just in random order, kind of how I wrote them down and how they came from my brain. And once E3 is over, we're going to score them. We'll tally them. We'll see how well I did. We'll see if I'm more Nostradamus or more Nostradumbass. Excuse the pun, but I had to say that. So as a lot of you know, E3 is basically starting on Saturday with EA Play. And that's going to give fans, whoever's in LA, to be able to experience Battlefront and Need for Speed and Madden and FIFA and get hands-on with these new titles and hopefully maybe some new announcements. And Sunday is when all the press conferences start. And we're going to get Microsoft and Bethesda, and then followed shortly after on Sunday and Monday, EA and Ubisoft and Sony and Nintendo's Direct. We're going to get all the news before the show floor opens on Tuesday at noon Pacific time. And then throughout the week, there'll be, I'm sure, little announcements here and there and being able to really dive deep into all these games that are being unveiled for the first time at E3 2017. But I know you're not hearing a lesson for E3 because you can just look those up on Google. But what you're here for are my E3 predictions. And I'm going to start with number 1. Project Scorpio will release this year on November 10th, 2017 for the price of $499.99. So Microsoft and Xbox have already said that Scorpio is going to be their big focus this year. It's going to be the big coming out party for this system that boasts incredible specs and will bring 4K gaming and tons of teraflops to your gaming needs. But as great as the system is, it's only as good as those who can afford it. And console gamers have a certain expectation, and especially with the PlayStation 4 Pro being $399 and Sony having a pretty serious lead over Xbox, I just cannot see Xbox making Scorpio a $600 machine. I think that would just be too much of a sticker shock and would just not help them in the way they're looking for. I think $499, while expensive, if they can really show what this system can do and the power of it, if there's VR capabilities, how good is the 4K, how good is the processing power, what difference will it make for the games that we love, especially the third-party games that Sony may be getting the mind share of. And the reason I went with November 10th, I just feel like it's a huge date, it'll get them right around Call of Duty, and it's a Friday. And sometimes big console launches happen on Friday, so you can enjoy it for the weekend, and it's a big event, like the Xbox One, which was released on November 22nd, 2013. So that's number 1. Number 2, Super Smash Bros. For the Switch will be announced and will release this October. I know this is very, very pie in the sky because we know the lead time that Nintendo likes to give for Smash Bros. And releasing information in trickles and introducing new characters. But from what we've been hearing, this is going to be another Wii U port of Smash Bros. Wii U with maybe some added characters. So I'd like to believe that they get this game out so people can get their fix of Smash. I know for me personally, it's a pain to take the Wii U out and hook it up when I have this incredible Nintendo Switch that's just begging to be played. And now that we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and we have Splatoon 2 coming out soon, it's giving you reasons to stick with the Nintendo Switch. And Smash Brothers is a huge hole, and I think they could launch it now and then start working on the next Smash and maybe get 2 on one system, which I think would be pretty awesome. Now this is a multi-part prediction because I also am kind of putting in my 2 cents about who I think the new characters will be. Now I think Ice Climbers are going to be back because they said that the 3DS couldn't handle these multiple characters. So I think Ice Climbers will return, as well as Helix from ARMS, Jabanian from Yokai Watch, and the Inklings from Splatoon. I think these are big franchises that Nintendo is really trying to get behind, and what better than to represent them in a new Smash Bros. Game. So that's number 2. Smash Bros. For the Switch will release this October, and we'll have Helix, Ice Climbers, the Inklings from Splatoon, and Jabanian. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Egypt, or Origins, or Empire, whatever they're going to call it. Let's go with Origins to make this a prediction. Assassin's Creed Origins will release this year, will take place in Egypt, will have a modern-day presence like with Desmond, and will also be announced for the Nintendo Switch. I'm very excited for Egypt. I'm really excited to jump back into Assassin's Creed, and I still think that having this modern-day presence and this side story, I think really adds to the weight of what's going on. And I think they can start over, and if the title is Origins, maybe tell a new tale and really get people involved and invested for the future of what Assassin's Creed is. And hopefully that means we'll be going to Feudal Japan next, because that is what I'm hoping for. Number 4, Metroid is returning. I know people have been talking about this for years, and Nintendo has been shunning us for years. But I think this is the year, especially with Switch now out in the wild, when they finally unveil that Metroid is returning. Now, not only will Metroid return, but it won't take the Prime moniker. It'll be something new, and it will be releasing in holiday of 2018. I'm thinking it will be like Metroid Prime. It'll be first person or maybe third person. You can switch back and forth, but it will really give you an incredible world to explore, and an open world, kind of like Breath of the Wild in a sense, and just being able to get lost as Samus and just experience the wonder and the terror of space. So Metroid is returning, coming holiday 2018. For number 5, as I mentioned in some previous topics, they announced that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are coming to the Nintendo 3DS this winter. However, I think they got this Nintendo Direct out of the way so they can leave room for the announcement that Pokemon Stars, the new expanded version of these games, is coming to the Nintendo Switch. I still hold out hope that Nintendo is smart enough to do that, and that they're learning their ways of these disappointing, misleading Nintendo Directs, and will give us what we want as a Pokemon on the incredible Nintendo Switch. Number 6. Now, we're not too far away from the Crash Insane Trilogy coming back to PlayStation 4 and giving us Crash 1, 2, and 3 in beautiful high def. Now, my prediction for this, number 6, is that Spyro will be the next game to get this treatment. Personally, that was one of my favorite games growing up, and I just would love to see the return of Spyro. And maybe they don't want to focus on making an entirely new entry, at least right now, but let's give this Purple Dragon another moment to shine, and give him the spotlight he deserves, and give us the Spyro Remastered Collection. That is number 6. Number 7. One of my favorite games, not just on Xbox One, but slowly climbing of all time, and I'm serious about this. If you haven't played this game, you better start now, is Ori and the Blind Forest. This is a Metroidvania game made by Mood Studios that has you going through this incredible and sad world that is basically artwork in motion. The best part about this is the beauty of the game, and I think Project Scorpio, with its 4K and Microsoft showing this game running on it, would go a long way in showing how beautiful and powerful this new system could be. I know Microsoft really wants to focus on their ID at Xbox program and really foster this indie development, and I think showcasing a game like Ori and the Blind Forest 2 would go a long way to showing how serious they are about these studios and how they're willing to develop and let these guys grow and feature on the Xbox One and Project Scorpio. Number 8 also ties into Xbox, and that is that they will announce that there will be VR for the Project Scorpio. I think it's going to be an Oculus Rift type headset, maybe a modified version or something, that will work seamlessly with the Xbox One, or whatever the new Xbox One is called, which I'm thinking might be the Xbox One Elite. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, not only will they announce the VR, they will showcase a Halo experience. You will become Master Chief, because what better way to show the power of Project Scorpio and VR as becoming one of the most iconic characters in gaming. Seeing this incredible game running in 4K and showing the immersion of being Master Chief, I think would really go a long way to selling people the power of Scorpio. And while 343 has said that they're not going to be showing Halo 6 or the next entry in this franchise, I believe, first off, that they may be lying, because people have been known to do that before, so I'm still holding out hope that there will be some kind of teaser. But if that's not the case, then I just can't imagine they're going to announce a new system and a new direction for Xbox without having Master Chief present. So that's number 8. Number 9, God of War, the return of Kratos into Norse mythology, is going to be launching this year on October 24th, 2017. We saw this game last year at E3, and I was blown away by it. I mean, I've always loved the God of War games, but the way it appears they're taking this franchise is everything I could ask for. Focusing on a relationship with a father and his son, and having Kratos maybe being remorseful for some of his past choices and trying to change and trying to shape his future, his child, to be a better him, I think is a great story. And it'll be interesting to see where Kratos has been over these long years since his Greek days of destroying gods and just being super angry. I hope we get some flashbacks, and I hope we get to see what life was like during this time where he transitioned from Greek to Norse, as it were. And I cannot wait to see the future of this game, and I believe that this will be their big title for this holiday season. We know it's going to be there because obviously they showed it last year. And as with any big event, there's already pictures going on all about E3 and showing that there is a huge poster for it on a building, and we're hearing rumors about it. And I think that God of War is going to be here, and it's going to be incredible. Now, last but not least is my number 10 prediction for E3 2017. And this is another one that probably more of a pie in the sky because I'm just really hoping this happens, but I'm sure Nintendo will burn me again, is that Virtual Console will launch in July. Yes, next month we'll have Virtual Console or some form of it. And I think it's going to launch with Super Mario Sunshine along with Super Mario 64 and Super Mario World. We're going to get all these incredible Mario games from the different eras and showing the power of the Switch and how it can handle the different generations of games. We've been asking for GameCube games on Virtual Console for so long, and I think the Switch is finally the time they're going to make this dream come true. Because once they do Super Mario Sunshine, that means they could finally do Super Smash Bros. Melee and give us Joy-Cons that are shaped like GameCube controllers. I mean, come on, just print money. But I think Virtual Console will launch soon. I think it's going to be one of those things where, and it's available either now or very soon. And to get Switch owners even more excited for what's to come in the future and add value to the Switch and ensure it's going to be falling off shelves for months and hopefully years to come. So Virtual Console in July with Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, and Super Mario World, among with, let's say, a few others. Please. And ladies and gentlemen, those are my E3 predictions for 2017. Once again, once E3 is over, we'll tally the scores and see how I did. Some we may not have answers to, some we may, but we'll see how close I am to being a psychic person. Next week is going to be interesting because I will be in LA all week. So I'm going to try and post videos and impressions, maybe podcasts throughout the week, and try and get a regular show. So I'll keep you guys updated with what it's going to be like, but it's really going to depend on internet and my situation and how the events go to see how the show gets up. But I'm going to try my best to have it posted on time or maybe get you throughout the week. But until then, I would love to hear from you. Send me an email at adam@thegamersadvocate.com. Follow me on Twitter at Adam Bankhurst. Comment below after you subscribe. Find ways to get in touch and let me know what you want to see at E3. Let me know the games you are most interested in, and I would love to send you a personal video or show you what the future of your favorite titles are. Maybe I can do some live streams while I'm there on Facebook Live or Periscope and show you the show floor and run around and give you the E3 experience from someone who is actually on the floor. Because I'm going to be like a kid in a candy shop. This has been a dream of mine, like I said, for years and years and years. And I would love for you to be a part of it. So send me your questions, send me your thoughts, send me your predictions. Send me anything that you want me to see there. And let's make this E3 one to remember. So once again, send me an email at adam@thegamersadvocate.com. Follow me on Twitter at Adam Bankhurst or The Gamers Advocate at Gamers Advocate. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us, review us on iTunes, and help more people find the Gamers Advocates so we can continue to grow and do all the things that we would always want to. So in closing, I want to thank you once again for joining me this week on the Gamers Advocate, and I can't wait to bring you all the news and incredible things coming out of E3 2017. So I hope you have a great day and or night, and once again, thank you.